Okay, I'm going to share a few links and information about possible meteors or asteroids in the coming months. Don't know if that is part of the things that we're going to see that cause issues or hardships or power going out. Just wanted to share some news, and then probably in the next video share some words from others. All right, so this video was put up August 9th by Prophetic Worship Gathering, and they're sharing Rabbi Glacierson's Bible code for Asteroid Elul, which is the 12th of Elul is September 1st, which is tomorrow. And it even has the word corona in here, and then 12th of Elul, and then the asteroid, and some verses that go with it. I call heaven and earth to witness against you this day. All right, so I'll leave a link to this video. It's hard to understand because he has a really thick accent, but basically it's just a Bible code showing that September 1st, tomorrow, there'll be an asteroid. And if you look at if you Google JPL-NEO, you can go to JPL's site, Jet Propulsion Laboratory, and you can click on Close Approaches NEOs, and it'll give you a list, and you can go 60 days or up to a year, and you can look at future or past near-Earth objects that have come close. And so tomorrow, September 1st, we see the one that he was talking about, 2000. The Bible code didn't have the name for it, it just had the date. But we see 2011 ES4, which is the name of the name they gave this asteroid, and it's coming. The lunar distance, it's supposed to be a third of the lunar distance, so it'll be it'll be 2/3 closer to us than the moon. So, you know, only a third of the moon's distance away from us. And then if you click on it, it'll take you to more information about that particular, here's the name of it, asteroid, and its orbit, and, you know, how long they've been tracking it and so forth, and its magnitude and all these technical things. But right here, if you look at condition code, it says 7, which is its condition code. Gives you a little pop-up box, and it says MPCU parameter, orbit uncertainty, estimate 0 to 9, with 0 being good, like no chance of it hitting, and 9 being highly uncertain. So has a condition code 7. So but it will be passing us tomorrow. I'm not sure of the time. I'm sure there may be an estimate of time here if you were to look into all the data, but so sometime on the 1st, and that's the box I had open. It says that it is, and then also if you look, it gives you the estimated diameter at the end of this chart, which it says 22 to 49 meters. So it does list it as metric. If you type in 49 meters, it says 160 feet. So it could be up to half of a football field. It's pretty large. Then I shared a video a few days ago concerning another one, 2018 SV13. Okay, they discovered this just over a month ago in July. And then I cut and pasted some direct information from this website. So if you click here and you click on these news links, you'll be able to find information about it. Then NASA doesn't have this one listed on there. I don't know why, because supposedly this one, which is 131 feet, so about the same size, different name, 2018 SV13, It says they have predicted that this asteroid will be close to the Earth in September this year and has a high chance of hitting or colliding with the Earth. As per a report in IB Times, this asteroid will hit Earth on the 22nd of September, which is the first day of fall, by the way. But chances are that it may burn up in the atmosphere, and there may not be an impact, but burning in the atmosphere can also be dangerous, as it is most likely will produce an explosion, which could potentially be dangerous, or it could knock out the power grid. Okay? It says at the beginning of this quote, it says the European Space Agency has a risk list which identifies all the asteroids which have a non-zero impact. Non-zero mean it's not 0 to 9, it's non-zero, which basically means that they have a high chance of hitting or colliding with the Earth. So this one is set to come by on the 22nd. And then also, if you look, this is a KTLA 5 from just a few days ago, a week ago. Asteroid is headed towards Earth one day before Election Day. But if you go to that one and you look at the link for that one, November 3rd, on here they have November 2nd, 2018 VP1, November 2nd, 2020. Its lunar distance is 1.09, so it'll be just as close to us as the moon, but its diameter is only 1.8 to 3.9 meters, so not very big. We know in these end times that we're going to see things from the heavens. Right here from Luke 21:25, there will be, starting in verse 25, there will be signs in the sun and moon and stars, and on the earth dismay among the nations, bewildered by the roaring of the seas and the surging of the waves. Men will faint from fear and anxiety over what is coming upon the earth, for the powers of the heavens will be shaken. All right, and then in Revelation chapter 8, particularly with the sixth seal and then the first 3 trumpets, we see that there will be, along with earthquakes, there's going to be noises, thunderings, lightnings, and an earthquake. And then when the first 3 trumpets sound, there's hail, fire mingled with blood, and they were thrown to the earth, and a third of the trees were burned up, and all green grass was burned up. Then the second angel sounded, and something like a great mountain burning with fire was thrown into the sea, and a third of the sea became blood, and a third of the living creatures in the sea died, and a third of the ships were destroyed. Then the third angel sounded, and a great star fell from heaven, burning like a torch, and it fell on a third of the rivers and on the springs of water. The name of the star is wormwood. A third of the waters became wormwood, and many men died from the waters because it was made bitter. Then the fourth angel sounded, and a third of the sun was struck, a third of the moon, and a third of the stars, so that a third of them were darkened. A third of the day did not shine, and likewise the night. Okay, and so that goes along with the sixth seal when it says, go back to chapter 6. When I looked, and he opened the sixth seal, and behold, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became like blood, and the stars of heaven fell to the earth, as a fig tree drops its late figs when it is shaken by a mighty wind. Then the sky receded as a scroll when it is rolled up, and every mountain and island was moved out of its place. And the kings of the earth, the great men, the rich men, the commanders, the mighty men, every slave and every free man, hid themselves in the caves and in the rocks of the mountain, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him who sits on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb, for the great day of his wrath has come, and who is able to stand? So, and if you look at Joel 2 and Acts 2, before the great and awesome and terrible day of the Lord, when Jesus returns, it says that the sun will be darkened and the moon will not give its light. So these things will cause so much debris and smoke and dust to go up into the atmosphere that it will block much of the sun and moonlight. All right. So with the next video, I'm going to share about the prophecies concerning wormwood. God bless.